All right, in order for us to talk about circles, we need to talk about some of the basics a little bit, and that means you need to know about the terminology. So section 9.1, it just goes over some of the basic terms of circles a little bit. So we're going to talk about some of these things. Definition of a circle. A circle is the set of all points equidistant from a fixed point, right? That's kind of a big deal. Same distance away from a fixed point called the center, and a circle is named in symbols by its center. So in the picture at right, the center of the circle is here at point P, and I'll just highlight that a little bit, make it a little bit larger so you can see it a little bit more clearly. And that is point P. Got it? And then you would name it like so. I'll just drag, see if I can delete that. There you go, just like circle P. And a radius is a segment that can be, you could name a radius as a segment. The radius is the distance from the center point to any point on the circle. A radius is a segment. So a radius that you see here, there's a couple of radii in the picture. Plural for radius is radii. So segment PC and segment PA are radii. And a chord is a segment with endpoints on a circle. So there's a couple of different chords that you can see in the picture. We're just going to talk about maybe one or two examples. Segment BE is a chord. It has endpoints on the circle. Okay. Segment TK is also a chord, but we're going to talk about that as something a little bit different. A diameter is a chord that passes through the center of the circle, so that's a big deal. It does illustrate a lot of properties. So segment CA is a diameter. It has endpoints on the circle, endpoint C and endpoint A, and passes through center P. A tangent can be a line, a ray, or a segment that intersects a circle in exactly one point. It just kind of barely brushes up against the circle. So in this diagram, ray XM is a tangent ray. And we can talk about it as line XM, or we can talk about it as segment XM. And a point of tangency is the point of intersection of a tangent and a circle. So in this case, point M, oh, lovely, everything just shifted. Point M is the point of tangency. Let's see if I can let that go there. Point M is called the point of tangency. Sorry about that. I'll move it around like that. A secant is a line or array or a segment that intersects a circle in exactly 2 points. So in this particular diagram, secant would be line TK. And that's a secant line. You can talk about segment TK as a secant segment, but that's about it. And then congruent circles are circles with congruent radii, like so. And concentric circles are circles that have the same center but different radii. Think about the ripples in a pond when a pebble is dropped in a pond, or something like a dartboard. Something like this would be concentric circles. And that's pretty much the vocabulary that you need to get you started through section 9.2 and 9.3. So that covers the critical stuff.